it was decided in 1911 explicitly to pay MPs to make it possible for anyone to do the job and not just the most wealthy in society, although there had been a debate about this since the 18th century. And since 1950, MPs have been able to have public funding for their offices. But this has always been controversial. 15 years ago, IPSA was set up to decide how much MPs should be paid and what other public funding should be available to them to help them do their jobs. We don't, by the way, decide on the pay for government ministers. That's decided by the Prime Minister. We don't decide on the allowances for members of the House of Lords. It's just for MPs in the House of Commons. But the really important thing I want you to know about IPSA is that we are completely independent from Parliament. As a board, we make our decisions independently. In fact, our board members can only be sacked by the King. So we are in a place where we can make our decisions without being pushed around by anyone in Parliament or elsewhere. And setting pay for MPs is a duty we take incredibly seriously. You'll hear more about this again. But we always try to balance the need to enable people from all backgrounds and financial positions to serve in Parliament, to balance that with the reality of what's going on in the wider economy. And the outcome we want is for us at IPSA to do all we can to have a Parliament that reflects society, again, where people from all walks of life can be an MP. So, for example, it's not reserved for those wealthy enough to fund the work themselves, as was the case before 1911. So that's at the heart of our approach. Now, with a forum, as Anna said, we're not asking you to judge how well your MP is performing or what you think of the House of Commons now, or to suggest a precise figure on pay or funding. We know that these days there are lots of political anxieties and controversies. We all feel that. And it feels like every day there's a big debate about what's happening in our country and around the world. But I would like you please to try to set those to one side while you're in the forum. And I really want you to think about the MPs of the future. What's the right thing for us to do to support our parliamentary democracy longer term? What are the kinds of people, what backgrounds, what skills, who do we need to make those big judgments for us to write our laws? And what support will they need to do that job in the future? Because the plans we make later this year, as you've heard, with your help, I hope will work for at least the rest of this Parliament, maybe another 4 years, and possibly longer. And finally, why does IPSA want a forum like this? We've always consulted the public on our proposals for MPs, pay and funding, but this time we want to go much further. We want to give you more of a voice, the opportunity to engage directly in the debate in a meaningful way, hopefully with an open mind and with expert help to help you think these topics through. So I'll really value your advice and any recommendations, guidelines you can come up with to help us with our thinking, with our plans, before the IPSA board consults more widely and we make our final decision. This is a first for us doing this kind of forum. And I really hope it will also show Parliament and the government the value of directly asking the views of citizens in this careful, considered way. So thanks again for your help, for your time, and your thoughtfulness. And I'll hand back to Polly for any questions. Thank you.